Okay guys, today we're gonna do a bunch of omoplata. Omoplata is a shoulder lock, using mainly your legs. And it's really great, especially if you're a smaller person taking on a larger opponent. Trying to move someone around that's much bigger than you can be quite difficult. So omoplata is great. And in my experience, I learned this as I was like a white belt or a blue belt. And at first I kind of thought this move was kind of useless because I remember learning it and thinking it couldn't really be used as a submission as effectively as I thought. So I was like, well, why do I want to learn this? You can't even use it as a submission. But what I want you to try to think of is using the omoplata more as a position rather than just a submission attack. And I think you'll get a lot more out of it that way. So I'm going to show you a bunch of different entries into it, and then we'll look at some common counters and then how to deal with those. This is probably one of my favorite omoplata entries. And it's just using the collar sleeve. What's the collar sleeve? Just when you have a sleeve grip and a cross collar grip. I go 4 fingers in, grabbing fairly deep in the collar. And now I'm gonna unlock my guard, looking to post a foot on his hip, and I move my butt back far enough so I can get my foot on his shoulder here. Why do I wanna do that? So I can just push his shoulder slightly behind his other shoulder. And remember, the key element for the omoplata is getting the elbow away from the body. If he's pulling in his elbow tight, I can kind of use my feet to kind of pedal and push. And now I got the elbow away from the body, and now I'm gonna shoot my right foot over the shoulder, chopping down. And now I'm looking to post on my left elbow and get into the omoplata position. Our grips are important here. It's fairly easy to get the sleeve grip. Most of the time when you're in closed guard, he's gonna be looking to grip you. It's not gonna be too difficult to get this. I just do a little sit up and get nice and deep here. And now I unlock my feet, foot on the floor just for a second. First foot goes on the hip. If I can't get my foot on the shoulder right away, I'll just use my knee. And then I'll adjust. See how I'm able to move my hips? This is key. I move my hips back so I can post the foot on the shoulder. And now I just pull the hand to get the elbow slightly away. And now this is what I'm looking for. Just to get my knee behind the shoulder, and now my leg rotates and I'm chopping down to the floor. Here, posting up on my elbow, getting up with my arm in the air to block defenses that we'll look at shortly. And then remember, I get to this position, I stretch my legs out, and I take a grip over his lower back to prevent any defensive rolls, posturing. He can throw a lot of different things at you. So here's where you want to kind of hang out in omoplata. One last time. Another element to this too that you're gonna need to know is what to do when he stands up. So sometimes, as soon as I unlock, good guard passers are gonna start to stand on you. Here, no problem. Once we're in this situation, I'm gonna look for the same thing. I'm gonna look to get the elbow away from the body. And I'm really using my legs. Here, jiu-jitsu, you have to learn to use your arms and legs at the same time. I'm gonna push with my foot and pull with my arm. See how that creates a lot of open space? Now I'm gonna look to keep this grip and then throw my right leg over here. Right away, I'm threatening him with the omoplata here. Sometimes the guy might not fall down right away. So we take the grip on the pants, and I'm keeping this grip. This is really important, this collar grip. Because if Harley tries to posture up here, it's gonna be really difficult for him to lift me. All of my weight is hanging on his shoulder. Even if it's a much bigger, stronger guy, even if he was able to pick me up, he's gonna get tired really fast because I'm just hanging off of him. So when I want to knock him down, I can unlock my feet, post a foot on the floor, and I'm going to shrimp out this way. Even if he's resisting and trying to stand, that should knock him down fairly easy. And I pendulum my leg and rock up here. So now we're back in omoplata. So I'm collar sleeve, I'm setting things up, but my partner stands up on me. Here, we don't panic. We just keep our grips, pull the elbow away from the body, and now we shoot the leg over, chopping down. Here, if he stays standing, we take the grip on the pant leg and keep our grip on the collar. If I were to lose that grip on the collar, he can just lift his head and posture up. Now I've lost everything, right? You'll see that happen a lot. So I keep this collar grip. This is gonna be your lifeline here. Keep the grip on the pants here. Now this is another situation where I could just hang out. He can waste a lot more energy than I'm going to just from this position here. And now I can look to move my hips away, put them on the floor. Another thing, if Harley's still standing up, and I know some of you guys like the greasy techniques, is I can go for a submission actually right from here, where I can keep my legs triangled, and I'm actually gonna take my left foot and hook it under Harley's far leg here. Now, when I go to stretch my legs out, this can create some nasty torque on the shoulder. So if you like omoplata, but you find people are standing on you a lot, this is gonna be one that you want to threaten on your partner. And I just create that by bringing my foot down and in. See how I'm turning my hip a little bit? And now I tuck it under. And now I'm driving down with my right knee and just stretching my legs out. But it puts a lot of torque on the shoulder. Here, collar, sleeve. My partner goes to stand. I keep my same grips. I pull the elbow away from the body and I'm lifting my hips up as I throw that on. Get the grip on the pants. I can either look to hunt the submission right away or look to put my partner on the floor and focus on the control. Sitting up, wrapping the lower back. Now we're gonna work from here.